Gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus here again. Today, November 10th, 2015. I awoke this morning to the news, and they were speaking about people in Minneapolis, Minnesota, who were rallying and picketing City Hall today, this morning in fact, and their emphasis is an increase in the minimum wage to $15 an hour. I sat there and listened to that, and to me, I really thought how wonderful that must seem, and at the same time, how pathetic it must be. It took me back to a time when I was growing up in Mississippi. I used to work from sun up to sundown for $2 a day, sun up to sundown. I remember being 17 years old, and I went to Chicago, got a job working at Lay's or Jay's, probably Jay's potato chip factory, and I was making $1.65 an hour. Can you imagine how wonderful I felt? $2 a day, now $1.65 an hour for 8 hours, and I might get some overtime. I was a new person. And so I understand having worked for $3, $4, $5 an hour, $7, $8 an hour, and just always barely trying to survive, always barely just making it. I understand what it must be like. I've got to do it. Right now, I got to know it's nothing. Well, a little bit. And so here we go. You get $9 an hour, $10, and now 15. Oh, I can imagine that the guys and the ladies that's in the street who are rallying for this cause must feel great, especially if the outcome is $15 an hour minimum wage. Victory. But I can't understand, don't they know, we have always seen it, if the wages go up, the prices are going to go up. And so you really have no gain. In fact, there is a loss, because some people are going to have to lose their jobs, some people are going to have to go out of business because of this event. And yet, you ask yourselves, well, what can we do? We're in a situation, but the truth of the matter is, do you really want to know the solution? Do you really want to change? Do you really want an answer? Well, to me, $15 an hour is sickening. Especially, my friends, $15 an hour won't allow you to do anything. It won't allow you to live. It won't allow you to indulge yourself in life the way you dreamed that you would. Minimum wage, what is that? Here's the key, ladies and gentlemen. If you work 8 hours a day, and we're just using that as a standard for starts. If you work 8 hours a day, I don't care what kind of job you work in, if you work 8 hours a day, you should be able to do anything that you want to do that anybody else that works 8 hours a day can do. In other words, there should be no wage differentiation. There should be no, what? I can't even think of the word I want to use, but there should be no great advantage to any individual or group or job that would enable anyone. Look at you, how hard you work. How hard you work. You dedicate yourself, you commit yourselves to your cause, and your cause is absolutely essential. And then you look around and you see people whose cause is essential, but perhaps not as essential, or might be as essential. But they make millions playing athletics, singing and dancing and the arts, and you're working your butts off for $15 an hour. Well, in order for these kinds of things and this dream that I share with you to happen, it would actually require a change, ladies and gentlemen, a real change. It'll require almost like a start over. It would require a new system. You see, the system that we have, that has been accepted by those who started and by us who have kept it going, it is designed to do exactly what it does. And so when you get $15 an hour as a minimum wage and you find out that the prices are going to go up and people are going to lose their jobs, you're going to be in a worse situation than you were in before. And now you're going to find yourself still trying to follow up again with these same things that have not worked. So we must learn right now. Now is the time to learn. And how do we learn? We learn by facing the truth. The truth. The truth. If the system is designed to do exactly what it does, then we must redesign, as I mentioned earlier, this system, or a system, should I say. Design, this is what I was trying to find. We must design a system, not redesign, but design a system that would do exactly what we say we want done. If we say that 8 hours equal 8 hours anywhere across the board, then we must make sure that that happens. If we include all of those who have been unemployed now into the workforces, in the careers of their own choosing, they must have access to the same benefits that anybody who's been working 100 years and still working have. And what we do, ladies and gentlemen, is design this so there will be peace in this land. So we don't have to talk about black and white, black lives matter and white lives matter and black this and white this and women this, and we got to cut this stuff out. How long must we live before we realize that we must awake? We must rise up beyond our consciousness right now to a new sense of consciousness where prosperity is the order of the day. We understand that anywhere that there is injustice, there is going to be no peace. And there should never be any peace where there is injustice. See, if injustice exists, it means that someone is so ignorant, so out of the course of life, that they can actually want to impose by whatever means necessary an oppressive state to an individual or a group. And there are those that are so weak under the power, under the threats, under the fear of what these villains would do till they submit. And in each case, every